Welcome to the Life of the Party, our weekly online segment. So guys, I think we'll start with Josh this week.
Yes. My life of the party for this week is a dad from Ontario. His name's Jesse Sansone. Well, his little 4-year-old daughter drew a picture of a gun in her kindergarten class. Now, that doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me.
Right.
But in Canada, apparently it is, because he went to pick his daughter up from school, and the next thing you know, he's in jail. He was put in jail. It's pretty crazy, actually, but it's because they're so scared about guns or something like that. But they arrested him for that, and it's become a huge story. The guy's obviously now out of prison, but the idea that people freak out over like the drawing of a gun. I know, like when I was in kindergarten, we probably drew stuff that was
And
bad.
she drew a gun because she was drawing her daddy, defending her from like monsters and robbers and terrorists, and like, so she was essentially painting him in a good light. And the school called child services, which were then compelled to call the police. Yeah. And the police were compelled to strip search him.
Wow. But the gun that they actually have at their house isn't even a real gun. It's a toy pistol that shoots foam darts. So they were worried, oh, he's gonna have a gun and all this other stuff.
He had served some time in prison, which is part of the story, but it doesn't even compare to
I remember I was in kindergarten at a young age, and I remember seeing, I don't know if it was exactly kindergarten, but I remember watching The Longest Day and Saving Private Ryan at a very young age. I don't know whether that was such a good idea, but I remember several times in class I would be drawing D-Day Normandy invasion scenes on a piece of paper.
What young guy didn't?
Well, yeah, and it was cool. It was glorified
But they arrested him for possession of a firearm with no evidence that he had a firearm.
Yeah, that's
and
just
he
dumb.
actually got strip searched at the police station. That to me is just really offensive. And then his pregnant wife had to be brought in and be interrogated. No family should have to go through that because of a drawing from a kindergarten class. Just absurd.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada, right?
Their gun control laws are very strict.
Yeah.
It's not used for hunting. It's really.
All right, so my life of the party this week would have to be everybody's favorite centerfold senator from Massachusetts, Scott Brown. The thing about Scott Brown is that he's actually, over the last 2 weeks or so, he's actually been doing well in the polls against Elizabeth Warren. And this is Massachusetts. He's up by I think they're Gallup polls, or there have been a couple different polls. He's up by 8 or 9 points in each of them. And, it says, he's staying fairly consistent, and his favorables and unfavorables are pretty steady, I imagine. And, he's actually holding off.
Yeah, his favorables are very high because, he's a light blue moderate.
Yeah.
So, in a place like Massachusetts with an independent streak, you can win statewide election. Elizabeth Warren is a liberal in every sense of the word. And because of that, her negatives are a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And, her negative rating might be at, 45%. That makes it hard to really dig into those independents that you need to win a statewide election. But both candidates are gonna have a lot of money, so we'll see where that goes.
Massachusetts, hello.
Right. I don't know why she's not doing better. She's such a likable person. You know what I mean?
Speaking of likable people,
vote for your professor.
Speaking of likable people, Paul's life of the party this week is one of those.
Yes. My life of
we
the
have
party
a music accompaniment too.
Is the one and only Vladimir Putin. Viva Putin! He just won his election by
music.
Yes. Wait, no.
Oh.
This is why. Come on, Jim.
This is terrible. It's good that this is the online
Paul,
segment.
you're exactly right.
Right, hang on.
Thank God for not live television.
There you go again.
No,
Paul
I got
dragging
it.
down the segment.
There we go. Russian efficiency, right?
So, in a largely, rumored to be fixed vote in Russia, Vladimir Putin won by a full 20 points to be elected the president for life of the Russian Federation. So it's a beautiful thing. It's the equivalent of the 21st century czar of Russia. And it looks like he's going to be there for as long as he wants that job.
And the thing is, Putin even cried. We actually have
those
pictures
tears
of Putin crying tears of joy. And this is the man we also
what
have
a patriot! What a
pictures
patriot!
Of Mr. Putin.
Completely staged.
Such a love of his country.
And what else is Putin known for? For being a judo champion. We have a picture of that.
And
for swimming in Russia's ice rivers.
A general badass.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Oh my God.
So
Putin.
I mean,
Guy could,
Russia is rising. Russia is rising. And there should be plenty of great material for new Call of Duty games.
Well, and I think there's a lesson for American politics here. If President Obama gets shirtless a little more, he'll have a much better chance of getting
shirtless
elected.
and shed some more tears.
Exactly.
Right. Wrestle a few polar bears, right?
Didn't work for Hillary, but.
God.
But let's not go there.
Oh my God! Thank God this is an online segment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
I'm not going to get that image out of my head now.
Oh God. All right, well,
I think I'm going to go stab my eyes out now.
Yeah, please, go ahead. I'll be right there. So, thank you for watching our online segment, The Life of the Party. Make sure to check us out on Monday and Thursday nights for our episodes, and thanks for watching.